finally done. Optic Gaming came with the win against Envy in the final, bested them out in the second best of five, really dominating that second game 3-0 against Envious. Now we have the beginning of CoD Champs, which, in a sense, I like to think of it me just coming from regular sports. If you're looking about soccer, how have they had the qualifiers for the World Cup? This is the qualifiers for CoD Champs, the tournament. So, first round. So, tournament starts tomorrow. We're going to see if anyone's really going to stream it. I know Havoc talked about possibly streaming it. He has to see his teammates will agree to that. But this is it. This is the beginning of CoD Champs tournament. I want to say 10 out of those 10 out of those teams that's already in it will qualify. I want to make sure. But yeah, tomorrow starts the big tournament, goes through the weekend. And 1, 2, 3. Yes, 10 is going to qualify for CoD Champs and get into full play. So, the night before this night, well, 2 nights before, exactly, CoD Champs finally locked their rosters in for the tournament overall. So, from here on in, you cannot move the rosters. And, well, we had some serious... The movement was real, like I said on my Twitter. First off let's talk about the biggest moves of the night. C9 and Complexity. Cloud9, I haven't seen this in Call of Duty before, but I've seen this amongst clubs in Major League Baseball or in NFL. Well, NFL rarely, but more in the NBA as well. Total team trades, and especially as this big one as it is. Havoc, Swirly were traded to Complexity for Aches, Ricky, and Lacefield. What a trade. Interesting is, I thought they'll keep Havoc over Assault, but they didn't do that. They kept Assault over Havoc for Cloud9. So the team is now Assault, Aches, Ricky, and Lacefield. And that team's very interesting. Assault's one of the top ARs, one of the burgeoning ARs in the game. He's just never had really a good chance to show how his AR play can go into big matches. Meanwhile, Aches is a good leader, which if Swirly can listen to with Ricky, they can really get things going. Lacefield is an overall solid slayer that can really get the good kills in numbers and bunches. So that should be an interesting ordeal. C9 is now Complexity is now Havoc, Swirly, Llama, and Parasite. So Havoc and Llama from the old C9 has now meet up again for now it is Complexity, which I think that will work okay. I think this team still qualifies for CoD Champs, and then Parasite is also on this team as well. Parasite is seen as, well, again, a Parasite. This guy is noted for his attitude that has notably deteriorated teams, but you know what? I don't believe he's that bad of a guy. I believe sometimes his attitude and his ego gets away from him, and that causes issues with other teams. And really, great example, last night's stream on Mochilla's, they lost a big major against Ricky and a couple other guys, and it was just Haggy just really slamming the whole team and trying to tell them what went wrong in the process. And that's an issue there. But as Havoc told me, he hasn't really been arguing with them, Havoc or Swirly or the rest of them. He's really been helping them out, trying to get better, and they feel good about making CoD Champs, which I agree. I think this team is very good enough to make CoD Champs and make an interesting run, make things happen. So we'll see what goes down for tomorrow, but I see, at least right now, 2 interesting trades, 2 solid teams came up from it. I like what they're doing, even though it's odd to me, because C9 was the best open bracket team, I thought. So I really felt like if there's anyone that will make the money and make top 8, it would be Cloud9 with the current team they had. And I thought the current team we had, it was pretty good. They went almost to the last map with Envy. I thought that was a pretty good team. Now, Complexity on the other hand, I wouldn't say too disappointed, but I was a bit surprised they got top 8. I thought one of the teams in the pool who wouldn't get top 8 besides E United or H2K would have lost some Complexity. But look at that. Complexity gets top 8. And I thought, okay, maybe this team has possibilities, but all of a sudden, Rick and Lacefield did town. And then, well, did town, they weren't on the same team. Accuracy also left Complexity as well. So, I'm interested to see how this team goes, and I hope Havoc streams tomorrow for COD Champs, because I also like to see how they all work together. Now, on some smaller teams notes, another big team note, H2K, they let go, either Dito left or was let go, but they replaced him with Miracles, or Merrick's. Merrick's, solid player, very good. Came from the legendary dynasty that is Puerto Rico Impact. He's floated around since that dynasty on different teams, with Epsilon, with Killa, Parasite, and just really floated. Last team he's been on was that Kingsman squad that did okay in COD in MLG Orlando. They took Optic to round 5. They took another team to round 4, I think. But they never really truly clicked. And that was the team of Parasite, Merrick's, Ma, and Llama. And it just never truly clicked, I guess. So, my deal was, okay, make those changes. Cool. Speaking of the Kingsmen, they're not even in this tournament. They let all 4 guys go. All 4 guys left. And Kingsman is now officially, for now, not in Call of Duty anymore. So, that was interesting. So, another thing is E United that all separated after that one tournament. Pac-Man, Weeds, Ivy, and Burns left. Burns didn't join them on the next team they were in, which is LT Living the Dream. It is now the team of Pac-Man, Wheat, Ivy, and Accuracy. He moved to Living the Dream to get, to really get a chance of trying to make COD Champs. So we'll see what happens with that. Another new team that was made, the most wanted team of Fire examples. I think not Methods, but no, I think Methods. Methods and Sensor broke up. So that team is now called Corn. Fire, Methods, TCM, and Twiz. That's the team currently, and that's the team currently going down blocked for roster for COD Champs. Now, interesting thing is the word is Next Threat, which is made up of Sensor, Burns, Silly, and Ma. Well, they're actual paid full team, and this is not something of one-hit pony for Sensor, as he talked about wanting to own a COD team one day and really work with them to really expand his COD brand in the sport, in the esport. And that's a great. Alright, cool. So it's called Next Threat. Sensor, Burns, who came from E United, Silly, and Ma. That's a couple of interesting things. I think Silly's a good player. Ma's an upper-comer. Burns, I don't know. I think he really didn't click with MLG Atlanta. I don't think he made an effect with the E United team. Maybe he'll make an effect with Sensor. And Sensor, we'll see what happens. Sensor's team got beat in the open bracket. I'll be honest with you, I would not be surprised if they got beat again before they've qualified, because there hasn't been any of these players that pointed out to me they could carry a team consistently throughout the 5 maps that is Call of Duty. So we'll see what happens and keep working with that. Finally, on the big side is 100 L's. It's a variation of the meme that everybody likes to talk about in Twitch streams and Reddits about the 100 Thieves not really winning games this year and starting Hardpoint with a 0-4 record for at least 20 uplinks? Was that uplink? I think it was uplink, yeah. songs worth time for 100 Thieves most of the time, and Johnny, who leads this team, was a part of that. That team is now with GodRx, which I faced one night, and actually last night I faced GodRx and Pubs, and I didn't know he was a pro at the time. He had 70 kills and 23 deaths. And then my friend beside me said, "Oh, this is some pro stats." I didn't really think about much else, and I look at the roster changes, and I said, "Johnny, okay. 100 kills, Johnny, Destiny, GodRx, what?" And it's just GodRx right there. There you go. He's playing for 100 L's for the online qualifiers. I think he played a very good sub game, as you've seen, but we're all noobs in these pubs. We're not all pros as GodRx is to be, so I don't know how he's going to do amongst other pros. So we're going to see how that will work out for Johnny very soon. Also, oh yeah, Bittersweet. They have a new name now. They changed it up. But the team that left Bittersweet, the team that was Bittersweet, let go Quality. The day before, on the final day of MLG Orlando, Quality left the team. They replaced him with Dito. Good luck with that, Dito. You have the team of Copier, Hippie, and Bucks, I think. And Hippie has turned into a star since his weekend in Call of Duty. They call it... I'm sorry. He turned to a star ever since making Anaheim. I'm sorry, Orlando. Ever since doing well in Orlando, my goodness. Anyway, he had a good showing. He had a great showing in Orlando. He was sometimes the only player that consistently were getting kills, especially in Breach Hardpoint, where he was really using his his VMP, getting solid kills, pulling off some great moves, and really being a pro that people in top organizations would like to pick up. But Bittersweet's in. They keep with Dito. They get with Dito, lose Quality, and I want to see how this goes. I think Dito is a good fit for them. And at the very least, a better fit than what Quality was, because he did nothing for them. He was too inconsistent. He didn't really make a good effect during that Orlando weekend in the games I've seen, so I can see why Quality would have left. So let's see. We also have Mean Team, Dangles, Example, Repping, and Saint. I don't know much about these guys. Like Examples, because he used to play for 100 Thieves at one time, and he also was on that Most Wanted team that got ousted in the over bracket as well. So, also in European news and ANZ, of course, European, the team that already qualified, let's say they were. Well, there was one org. That org left Call of Duty, and Pulse Gaming bought that game from the org. That team of Cafe, Dens, Get Kid, and Realize. They already qualified for Call of Duty. So we'll see what happens with that. Good luck to them. I think they're going to do well. They made a good solid run to qualify through qualifying. They're in CoD champs, so they're waiting for September 1st, 2nd to the 4th. But also, the other news that's coming out of ANZ, Tainted Minds took out their whole old roster. They're done with it. The old roster of Damage, Chilean, Beastin, and Fate is done. They pick up Champ Squad, which made MLG Inland, which made CoD champs. The team of Eminence, Killer Pie, Excite, and Gydra has joined the team. They're making that tournament. Now they're in CoD champs again. Tainted Minds is now the team of Eminence, Killer Pie, Excite, and Gydra. My thoughts of all of this was, here's my thoughts. I think, it was Exertus, I'm sorry, the former team of Exertus. Exertus ended their time in Call of Duty. Pulse Gaming bought the team, so now it's Pulse. But the whole team, if you didn't really understand the names, is Exertus. And Fab Gaming also bought that team. Vortex, Devo, Highway, and Desire. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I was wrong. Exertus. Fab Gaming bought Exertus. Pulse is a new team. I think Pulse was one of the teams that got into CoD that was from the true amateur side of things. But Exertus is now Fab. And well, Fabe. Exertus is now Fabe. Exertus got bought by Fabe. And that is the team of Vortex, the QV, Aqua, and Desire. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. So, with that being said, with CoD Champs Online Qualifier, it's a tournament starting, which is not exactly the tournament, it's the Online Qualifier, but I like to call it the World Cup Qualifier, being the World Cup. Let's just pull it like that. My notable teams that will make it is easily Cloud9, Complexity, H2K still, because they're still good enough than most pros. Also, Pantheon, Destiny left, and they picked up Mayhem from their team of Matt, Prestini, I think AES was Matt, Prestini, Apotheon Esports. Apotheon overall made it to the group stage, and even I think they even had a win in the group stage too, but they just never fizzled out and lost in the losers bracket. This Apotheon current roster is Matt, Prestini, Arcites, and Mayhem. It was Destiny. Destiny left. Destiny is currently on. Yeah, he currently moved to 100 L's actually. So we'll see how that works. I'm interested how that is going to go from here on in. But like I said, I think you'll have CWLs in there. You also have teams that didn't change their teams, like Elevate. They're going to make it. I feel like they're going to be the first seed if I'm right. And they're going to just really run through this bracket pretty easily, to be honest, to make it to CoD Champs. Surprise team that will see them make it. I like to say that Bittersweet with Dito will help that team out. Really add another solid killer that can help out with Hippie. I think they can make it too as a surprising interest into CoD Champs. A team I don't see making it. Big team between. Well, it really is easily said that both teams are going to really. That all the big teams are going to make it. There isn't really much competition to take a person out besides maybe a Pantheon or Bittersweet. Oh yeah, and 3UPS. Apparently it was an old team back in early Call of Duties, but they disbanded and now they're giving it one more go. Holler, Baker, and Maxi joined. And they didn't talk about. I'm checking who's their fourth. The Holler. I remember Holler from TK. Very good up and coming player. Good Slayers. SMG style. Khalifa. Right. So it's Khalifa, Baker, Holler, and Maxi that's now a part of 3UP Gaming. And we're going to see how that goes. They have to make that online qualifier to really keep that team going, or we'll see what happens. So, like I said, 3UPS, Bittersweet. I'm wondering if Intuition's in the tournament. I don't know. But if they are, I would like to say Intuition's a threat to really break things up. I honestly believe in that team. That team has potential to really make a good run to qualify for CoD Champs. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow. And I will let you know how day one goes as soon as tomorrow ends. I'll see you guys soon. And this is the big man. Peace.